Welcome back to episode 2 of Bison Corp. Last episode, we released our first product, 2D Bison graphics, and we sold 56,000 in the first month, made $1.7 million. We already updated it, and we're currently porting it to other operating systems, and that's fantastic. And today's goal is to release a second product, and then we are going to build a beautiful headquarters here for Bison Corp. So we got a little bit to get to, so we're gonna get started. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we have enough units in stock because we are not currently printing. So we are gonna go ahead, order a few more copies. We'll order, say, about 100,000 more copies. We'll get that. Put port up at the top. And there was one thing I wanted to check on because I realized after the video was gone, yes. So because we have all the teams kind of currently merged, we have people taking service calls who should not be. So Fletcher Flores, Cliff. We want this just to be our service team. Carthy, Mabel, so no Mr. Bison and no Norma Scotty. So everyone else can take service calls as long as their other work is done. But I want to make sure that our service team is the only one out of the gate taking the phone calls. We can kind of get busy with it. I'm gonna move the support up here too. We're gonna also get an update going here as those bugs come in today. So we're gonna go ahead, actually, we're gonna go ahead, make a sequel kind of immediately here because we're gonna need a little bit of money for what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a beautiful headquarters, beautiful. Mr. Bison has been planning his dream headquarters for a while now. We're gonna hit existing frame here. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. So we made it, we messed up the framework on the last one. So I'm gonna go ahead, make a new one for this 2D Bison framework. And delete these current operating systems. Look at the active users, and we're in 1980. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's analyze the market here. What do they want? A little bit more drawing. 10% wasted interest. I'll take it. That's fine. Go back. Mr. Bison is lead designer, so we're going to hit develop. Oh, we didn't get a publisher. We're gonna go ahead and do that again. I forgot we don't have any marketing team or anything right now, so jump back in here. New framework. 2D Bison graphic. I swear I can spell graphics. Nope. And remove. You don't have to remove them. You can kind of just jump in here, but I like to remove them and then add them later. It's just preference. Really not that important. Analyze again. There we go. Brush presets. Then now we're going to go ahead and grab a marketing publisher. Oh, they have a good market recognition and they're giving us 2 years and 9 months. I don't know if we need all that time. I don't think we do. So I think I'm going to go with this one, even though they have slightly less market recognition. We're going to get a little bit of our own. But I think the 2 years and 6 months is going to be better than 2 years and 9. So we're going to go ahead and accept. And they're giving us a better price too. So we're going to accept that one. Develop. And that will be released in January of 1987. So we're going to kick off here and see how we do. So, so those bugs are already coming in. So I noticed something. This is other. See, I forgot. We had everyone only working on a single task still from the contract. So we don't want that. We're going to get rid of that. And boom, now you can see those bugs really going away. We don't like bugs here at Bison Corp. We have evolved from our horrible and terrible work. 107 bugs. We debugged that for a while, so we're going to push that out. And we are going to skip. Now I'm going to go ahead and push that port up because we really want to get those sales while we can. Let's see, 1.5, 96,000 in stock. We just got to keep an eye on that. Another update, more bugs coming in. The port is done, which is great, so that'll help us get more sales because we were missing out on a bunch of active users from that. And we're up to 102,000 active users. That's quite a lot, actually. I'm pretty happy about that. We're already pushing this iteration almost to #1 already, so we are kind of cruising here, and I'm really excited. Once we have this money, we're already up to 4 million. I probably could do it now, to be honest, but I want to make sure we have the extra money because we're gonna really expand. We're gonna get the beautiful headquarters and then kind of expand our teams and really dive into quite a few more products. So we're gonna go ahead and update that new system. Make sure we keep our money flowing in. So one thing I got to do here, keep an eye on this in stock here. Now, once we have the printing set up in our own facilities, we won't have to worry about that. Talking, I hit that. But for now, we are going to have to keep an eye on that. So I'm going to buy 75 to 150,000. We have the money now. And then I don't have to worry about it for a bit. Skip to the next day. Look, the sales are getting a nice little jump because we just we boosted our 2D, not our system. Keep that going. Get those bugs fixed. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Now I do like our little rainbow office. I'm actually pretty pleased on how it came out, but I'm really excited to try to get a nice big headquarters that we can kind of set it and forget it and just go ahead and build just a ton of space because I want us to get into kind of all the products. Ooh, that's what I was worried about. Let's take a look at this play. We just dropped off. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that 2D editor just released because I think we were coming up, if I remember when we were making it. Let's do also. Oh, geez, look at a bunch of buttons here. All software. Release date. Yeah, so unfortunately, two 2D editors just dropped. And this one is a visionary. Oh wow. So yeah, that's probably gonna yoink quite a few active users from it, which is unfortunate. But like I said, this is just our first product. Look at that, we're getting market recognition, which is fantastic. And then we're gonna really just kind of jump into quite a few different products. So for now, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of work through this, get this to iteration 4. We're cruising. Jeannie Wood always wants a raise, Jeannie. 1 sick day in 3 years? Okay. Alright, that's fine. We'll approve it. Yeah, we're really gonna start pushing this forward. And the goal is to really get a bunch of different teams. We're gonna have a 2D design team, 2D programming team, and then a bunch of different games and stuff like that. We really want to crush all the products. We want to be the biggest software company around. Let's see who is the biggest. Look at us. We're worth 6.5 million. And right now, Unila Studio, the largest, with SparkDrop integrated right behind him. So one day that's going to be us, and that's our goal. And so with that, we're going to have to get quite a few products out. Really pumping. It'd be nice to hit a couple $1 billion. That would be really sweet. So 1.3 million due in taxes. I mean, I'm gonna have to get an account team and everything like that. These cars, sheesh. I know. I pay you well, but not that well. White, black, very sweet, very sweet. So we're almost on. We have 2 years, and we're halfway through iteration 4. So we are well on track for that. Quite funny. Look at the difference. Must be Mr. Bison's car. I mean, the the difference in car quality is quite funny. Maybe that's our support team. I don't know. I kind of feel bad. Maybe I should raise their salaries. I'm not going to, but maybe I should. And we are just cruising along here. So there's not really much going on. So I'm just gonna skip ahead to when we release this, and then from there, let's pump out an update. Yeah, so we're missing a systems update. Let's get that. Let's get that done. Fix those bugs. See if we can keep our active users and keep at least some income coming in. And then once we release this, I'm gonna go ahead and skip, and I will jump back when we are ready to release Bison 2D Graphics 2, and then from there we are going to go ahead and build a beautiful headquarters together. So I will see you soon. I'm just going to pause here. I know I said it was going to come back when we were at the end, but something unfortunate happened where last month, the publisher we were using for our second version of 2D Bison shut down. So we're going to have to handle those marketing ourselves. Once we launch, I can get another publisher, but at this point, I think we're just going to kind of take it over. I do believe our founders... Take a look here. I look at our founders, look at their service skills. So I did give them all kind of... Ooh, Fletcher, 4 points left. But I did give them a little bit of marketing, so we're going to try to take care of it ourselves. Yet again, it's early, so we're just kind of getting some market recognition, and we're really just trying to get the word out about our company. So we're going to hand those. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up hyping, which will help try to keep the followers that we currently have. We have a release date already, but that's okay. And we can do a level 1 marketing. So depending on the marketing level, can't go back. Let me cancel that. Depending on the marketing skill, you can kind of add all these things, but we only have a few with level 1 marketing. So we're going to do text just to get a little bit more out there. And we're going to review this real quick. Oh, that is really unfortunate that we lost our publisher. So let's take a look. 9 point. That is fine. We're going to iterate it because we have time. And just work on that. Yeah, we are really losing here our steam on our followers, which is very unfortunate. Let me put that above. Oh, that's unfortunate. I did not mean to release that. Probably lose followers on that, but all right. Well, we're just gonna kind of cruise. So unfortunate. I think because it's already live, we can't really do anything about it. Let's see. Did they say anything? Won't stop sending out press release. All right, so we're just gonna let it go, and I'll be back when we release. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, welcome back. So it is now December 1986, 1 month before release 2D Bison Graphics 2. We only have 960 followers. We unfortunately did lose our publisher, so we're gonna have to sign one for marketing kind of when we launch it. And once we launch that, after the first day, we are gonna take those sales and we are going to build this new office. So we did get quite a few bugs, but as you can see, we didn't have the capacity and on our marketing skills to kind of pump out press releases ourselves. So we're just gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately. And yeah, we got quite a bit of bugs fixed, and our followers are really going down. So we're gonna stop 879. That's unfortunate. We were over 1,000, so we're gonna go ahead and hit release. See how we did. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's going to be our market recognition. So that's unfortunate. So we're not going to have a marketing campaign, and we are going to order 300,000 copies. I don't know if we need all those, but we have the money, and I think we're going to do well. The first thing I'm going to do is get a publisher for marketing. Let's see. They have the marketing recognition and whatnot. Now, that would have been useful before. I'm not sure how much helpful that is now, but I'm going to go ahead and hit accept because I would like some marketing for this. And then we're also going to jump right in and hit update and make sure our systems. Put that right at the top. We need to get those to modern systems. And then, just like always, we're going to jump in here and look at this. 1.4 million customers we are not supported doing right. So we're gonna next port that over. So to make this a 10, I would really like to get that out today. And then on top of that, get the details and see how we do on our first day. Oh, I really hope we can get this done. 697, 99. Oh, beautiful. Okay. And just so I don't get yelled at, I'm going to grab a few more copies. Not many, just about 20,000. No one's really buying them anymore, but of our first edition. We're going to close that. 40's 1.6, so actually a worse launch than our original. Okay, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's what losing our publisher did. That's extremely unfortunate, but you know, it kind of is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. So hopefully that picks up. We got the marketing on now, and we're just gonna wait before we start doing the headquarters real quick. We're gonna wait, get these bugs out, and see if the second day is any better. I'm really hoping it is now that we have the marketing, but losing your publisher, very unfortunate. Let's see how our second day did. Wow, much better. So yeah, so I can't imagine what our marketing, if we had marketing the whole time. 160. That is fantastic. Let's see how many we sold. 139,000 units. Fantastic. Okay, so now we have all the money for what we want to do. We are going to build a beautiful, beautiful headquarters. So we're going to pause. We are going to hit build. Let's take a look here first. We're going to buy that, buy that, and that, and that. Just demolish all these people's homes. Just like every giant software company that takes over a town, we are going to demolish all of those people's homes. Now, we are also going to build, we are going to put the parking lot over there. Might do that first. So that's simple. That, and you know, road in there. Parking. there. Everything else. Okay. This. And this is going to be a ramp. Well, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Now that should be more than enough. But I'm not sure. So we're going to leave that. We're going to leave that open in case. Can't build it any higher. Okay. Well, never mind. I guess we could always expand sideways. So we'll leave that there for now. So look at that beautiful parking lot in this beautiful suburb. Imagine just a company just came in here and just built a giant parking lot where your friends used to live. Sorry. All right. So we're going to get back here. We need to lower a little bit and get back down to ground. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to hit delete. The entire building. Hit delete. Beautiful. Okay, now the bus stop is still over here. So it would make this look a little people just in and around. Maybe I'm gonna build a little road here, and then this is gonna be the entrance to our building. First, we're gonna go ahead and build this. Maybe we don't care about the road. We will build. I have a different idea what we want. It's gonna be our front building. I'm just gonna kind of show you what the plan is. And we are going. But I'm gonna build it in a little bit just in case we want to do. This is gonna be the front of the building. We're gonna have reception over here and then some teams inside here. Then nice building back here. Another extension over here. Those even? Back that up, Terry. Then now we need a place for Mr. Bison's office. So that right there. Move it in. Mr. Bison's office right there. Be the way to his office. Build rooms inside of rooms. Okay. So finicky. That. Look at that. So this is kind of our plan here. We're gonna have a beautiful kind of wrapped building. Everyone will be able to get around. And I kind of want to separate the teams, you know, like later operating system in here, and maybe 3D graphics in there, all game design up here. But the only thing is, this is Mr. Bison's office and no one else out in there. And he is going to be watching everyone. His wraparound windows. He will keep an eye on this entire company. And yeah, so that's kind of the gist here. I have quite a bit that we still have left to do. This is going to probably take way too long to really do everything. So I'm going to kind of separate all these rooms, and then what I'll do is I'll put all the furniture in, set the designs up, and then we'll walk through after. But this is the overall design. We'll have teams here, teams here, teams here, and yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Then we'll walk through and I'll show you everything I did. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, everyone, welcome back. So, this took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but I will go ahead and show you what we have built and what Bison Corp looks like now. Now, I didn't finish. We didn't have enough money, so as you'll see on the second floor, we were just kind of getting started, and we didn't get a chance to finish it, but it is as far as we need it for now. So let me just kind of show you around. So first we have our beautiful reception here at the front of Bison Corp, and we pretty much have everything we needed. We got a little waiting area, a reception desk. We're gonna hire security now that we have this big office, so we have a little security desk. For now, this is going to be the only entrance. I might end up putting an entrance over here since we put the parking lot over here, but we're going to kind of see how that goes. And then from there, you walk right into this beautiful giant canteen. It's very simple: vending machines, fridges, espresso, pretty much anything they could possibly want. But I thought it was nice. You got little glass tables with wooden ends. Spent some time on that, really making that look good, just surrounded by vending machines, but we did that. And then we go right into our first 3 offices. So I've decided that this is going to be the front design teams for what we have now, and really all we have right now is our 3 founders, and they're all going to be lead designers. So we have our 2D, our audio, and our game, and then upstairs we're going to shove the programmers. So like I said, I ran out of money, so don't have the capabilities to kind of finish this off. I probably could kind of put a few more in there, but we are going to expand as we go, and then we'll kind of update these teams. But I really wanted to, you see we only have 647,000 left, so I don't want to go too crazy. So we're gonna start expanding the teams pretty rapidly here. So I really wanted to make sure that we had the space. So we're gonna make leaders. Let's continue downstairs. So then these are Norma and Fletcher's office, our co-founders. Pretty basic, you know. They're not as important as someone else in this building. So Mr. Bison kind of shoved them in their own little. They do require an office, and we are gonna have team leads, so they couldn't just sit in here. I want those to go to the team leads, so we're kind of just shoving them over here. Kind of sad, but you know, Bison Corp is Mr. Bison's, and he doesn't want anyone to get any wrong ideas that it's theirs, so he's shoving them over here. And then we see right next to the elevators too. That's kind of mean, but if you take this nice little hallway here, you will come down You'll see our nice little trophy case. We already in 1985 have, I believe this is best game, best product, yes, best product award, and also best designer award. We came in third, but we have our shelving in here to show off our awards as Mr. Bison walks into his private office. Look at this. Beautiful glass, nice table for meetings, sofa if he wants to lounge, and then you'll see right outside his window he has these beautiful money trees growing right outside. So if he gets bored, he can take a gander out there and wonder what he's doing. He's farming money, and he'll never forget that. And then we also have this giant meeting room here that the teams will use. So it's big enough to pretty much cover all of them, because I think we have, yeah, we have 25 seats in all here, so we're gonna have some pretty big teams. So we have that set up, and this should be everything they need. There's a couple bathrooms over here. I might expand that later, but I'm gonna see how we go with it. And then if we come down this corridor here, we have our support and marketing team. So this is where they're gonna sit. They have their own little bathrooms. They have an elevator because we're going to expand up, but only as the money comes and as we expand more and more. So this is going to be a stairwell, which we actually need to get in now. Now that I think about it, we don't have a stairwell. Fireman is going to be very upset about it. Well, you know what? We're going to be expanding shortly, so I don't think the fine will be that big. We'll kind of see how it goes. I know we're going to get fined on that. We pretty much have everything else covered when it comes to fire alarms and whatnot. That is one of the most irritating things, is when you fail. The camera needs to be in the building with surveillance desk. Security, yeah. So definitely need to get security desk set up. Yeah, so hopefully we can expand quickly upstairs and get all that done. We did also bring our printing in-house. So you'll see we have all these printers and 2 helipads, so that should definitely take care of us. I need to do this. No offices. Now, did that not work? Oh, did that not work upstairs? Or oh no, it's already done. Computer chair needs to be more accessible. Where's your computer chair? I guess that didn't copy over. Okay. We have their chairs. We'll change their colors later. I'm trying to make them all a little different so I can kind of see who's doing what. But yeah, so that's our building. I think it came out pretty nice. It took me quite a long time. I don't know, a couple hours. So I ended up copying and pasting. So you can kind of get lost in the weeds, honestly, when you're doing this. When it comes to the colors, the chairs, the desks, the lamps, and all that, it really is a lot. So we're gonna move on now to the next step. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have to start hiring all these teams. So we just released Bison 2D Graphics 2, so we should honestly be starting to really bring in some of the money. And I want to take that and kind of jump right into the next thing. I want to really get started here. So we are going to launch, we'll do, I think, an audio tool. So we're gonna let's make a team here, because I'm gonna need P1. So these are gonna be the programmers. 8. I rename that. That is 8. That is not capitalized. It's so funny in here that the things that get you. And then so we're gonna do audio P1. Give this P1 audio P1 and make that, limit that to leaders. Okay. So we need to hire 2 programming teams, and then we need to fill out these teams as well. So the first thing we're going to do, I already moved our 4 support people to the S1 team, which is way back here. The next thing we need to do is kind of see, so we need to move, which one of see here. What are we? So core team has been changed to 2D1. Let's see here. Who? So you're the auditor. We're gonna change you. Audio D1. And then the first thing we're gonna do is hire some leaders. So let's go in here. Hire lead designer. It doesn't really matter, but we'll just make it a designer. Select compatibility with audio D1. And don't really care about capacitor. We're probably going to come back down on the hours. It'd be unlikely that we're going to get that much capacitor. But the all fine. So let's begin looking. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I know what I'm. Are going to end up doing some project management. We're going to want to do some HR and automation. See what we got here. There we go. So this is. She's great. We're going to put you on the audio D1 tool team. And then hop in here. Change roles. Leader. Everything else you can do second. And from there, we are going to audio, HR management, education level. And now we can really start to work on these things. So we're going to do up to 3 people at a time. Wages. And we're going to hire some designers. So we have room for 25. So I think we're going to go for 15 right now. We don't care about hardware at the moment. So we're going to leave that unchecked. I could be wrong about that, so we might come back, update that. We're going to go like that. Rates. We don't want forgetful, cup holder. Definitely don't want stressed. That's easily the worst one. And then snow. We'll get out of that. We don't want those. Salary high. And then that team will start to fill up. So we'll be able to really start going on that. And so for 2D1, we need to set up HR as well. And it's already set up, but now we're going to end up kind of tossing some of the HR. We actually need to get a few more people on the team. We need to move them to the programming. I need to figure out who is who. So you can kind of tell because there's skill. For example, Skyla Cruz is a designer and she specializes in audio tools. So, because you can only be a lead designer if you're a designer. So Jeannie Woods she's our team lead, so she's gonna stay. Cliff is gonna stay. So will Skyla Cruz. Marlon. You're gonna leave too. So all these are programmers, and we're gonna change them to 2D P1. We're really gonna set this up because we're gonna start pumping out products. And then if we go to, need to hire another lead. Don't care about automation. We want it compatible with audio 1. Oh, we want to make it compatible to DP1. We'll begin looking. Very good. We hire to DP1. Oh, we need to change role. Change role, leader. We need to set up there's so much that you can really get started once you make this expansion. really setting up the teams is important because you really want to make sure that you do it right. If not, you'll have some major issues. That's for sure. That, traits, forgetful, stressed, high salary. So we're gonna have a full programming team, full design, 2 full design teams. $2D designers, 16. I'm kind of going with everything just in case I need them to help out. But I'm also going to have to adjust all of the vacation and everything. So there's really a lot to do once you hit these expansion teams. So I have room for 25, but we're going to go 16 for now. I don't want to overdo it too fast. But I'm already kind of doing that, so we'll see. And then we have that. We need a bigger support team, but that's easier. And then I want to get an audio programming team. Don't need that right now. We can start the design without the programming team. We can kind of fill that in. So let's get a service lead. Oh, and we need a marketing team. Kind of fill out the marketing as well. So we have quite a bit. So let's do lead, service, filter by ability, specialization. Now we don't need, we want to do multitasking. We don't really care. We don't care about automation. Our support lead will not be. Win. Go to S1. Go to employees. Grab our lead. Change her role. We need to change HR management. This one's a little easier. Vacation 3. Salary high. We don't want super focused either. So we'll leave the work slower, but I don't want super focused. That. And specializations. Support. Don't care about anything else. Just give us support. That and oh, we need to set 15. I actually don't know how many seats are in that room. It's a little smaller than the other rooms. We will leave that for 15 now. Marketing. I need to hire one last lead, and then we can kind of move on some of our products here, start to see everything fill up, and just kind of see what we're missing. We're gonna have to up some of the other people that work for us as well. The lead, service, high. We'll do compatibility with S1. Do the same thing. We're gonna move you to M1, higher. Go to M1. Change role, leader. Our management. Wages, education, service 15, marketing, salary high. Definitely don't want super focused, forgetful, stressed. Everything else should probably be fine, but I guess we can always kind of see where we go. Okay. Now, most of our teams are set up. So game design 1 isn't set up yet, but it's fine. We're not going to expand to that yet. And we're going to have to get the audio programmers, but we need to design something for them to. Oh, we're not in a rush, so let's get started. Oh, we're gonna have to hire. few more people, so change your shift. Restart this. 4 people then. 1. Click you. 4 people then. More. We're gonna need quite a few people to handle. Same thing with IT. This kind of might be getting ahead of ourselves, but kind of is what it is. Once you kind of get started here, want any of this stuff to really slow you down. So good. Couple maintenance. And the last thing we're definitely going to need now is some security. 3. 3's overkill, but I really don't want to get robbed, especially right now when we kind of have this money that we just spent. Another one. $7 a.m. Ugh. This is brutal. We went too far. 7. So let me dismiss you. Click you. Hire 3. Little overlap here. 2. So this should have us covered, but we will see. Now that all that is hired, let's start our day. See if everyone has any issues. In we hired anyone on the team? Update. It's now 2D1. So this would go to 2DP1. When our programmer is now to be the ones to update that. Should have left it for the end of the day. Want to pull this back down, so we'll push that. We want to pull the details out to see how we're doing over here. Yes. Now it looks like we're heading for bankruptcy because we spent a lot of money yesterday. We spent $11 million in construction, so that is quite a bit of money. So hopefully we get it back. We're doing now. Oh, one other. Oh, now that we have all this stuff, we need to make sure we have printing now. I will come here, start printing. I want to make sure that we always have 100,000 in stock. Now we have this print job, so now we don't have to worry about that. We'll do this too, just because sometimes it'll run out and give you a notification, but it's not really a big deal. Get that done. Yeah, so now that we have everything built, we have the teams expanding. We're going to go ahead, set up some designs here. But I think we will release our next projects in the next episode. We'll start an audio tool, and we will start 2D Graphics 3. And we will really start to expand now that we have these bigger teams. So thanks for watching, and can't wait for the next one when we can actually get going here. I know this was a lot of building and little things here and there, but I really wanted to make sure we could get this done, and now we're ready to go. So see you next time.